Okay, so start in an easy pose. Taking all of our awareness inwards, concentrating for nothing for the exterior. Try and think about your column vertebrae being as straight as you can. And when you're taking some long, deep breaths in and out, follow the energy that moves up and down your spine. Up your collarbone, taking your tummy button towards your spine, relaxing your shoulders, shoulder blades together. Concentrating between your eyebrow centre and growing yourself up as tall as you can. Feel the connection within. Taking your hands into chin mudra on your knees. Taking a few long deep breaths. Remembering this is the time for you. The 3 Oms, breathing in deeply. Keeping your eyes closed for a few seconds, concentrating within. Taking your hands together in prayer mudra. Pushing your palms together, your fingers together. Feeling the connection between your heart and your palms. Relaxing your shoulders and opening your chest as wide as you can. Inhale your hands up towards the ceiling, looking up towards your hands. Deep inhale, exhale completely, taking your hands down towards your chest and your chin on your chest. Inhale, hands up. Looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands down. Looking down towards your hands. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Taking your hands in chin mudra on your knees, we're going to do the breathing Kapalabhati. Concentrate on your spine being completely stretched, your chin lock, growing yourself up as tall as you can. Take your awareness to your spine, pull up your collarbone. And when we're holding the breath in between the exercises, try and pull up the collarbone as tight as you can and pull the energy up your spine to the crown of your head and dispersing the energy around your body and keeping the energy within. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale completely, filling your stomach and your chest. Exhaling, deflating tummy, chest. Inhale, 1, 2, 1, Exhaling. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, completely empty the lungs from air. Inhale 80%, hold your breath. Let the belly bend, feel the energy from the bottom part of your spine upwards. Concentrating between your eyebrow centre. Exhaling. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, completely emptying the air from your lungs. Inhale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Exhaling completely. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, completely empty all the air out of your lungs. Inhaling 80%, holding your breath. Exhaling. Inhaling fully. Exhaling completely. Inhale. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Exhaling. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, completely empty all the air from your lungs. Inhaling 80%, hold your breath. Exhaling. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, completely empty all the air out of your lungs. Inhale fully. Exhaling completely. Keeping your eyes closed, breathing normally. Concentrating within, feeling the energy circling around your body. Concentrating between your eyebrow centre. Keeping your chin locked and your spine straight. Open our eyes, moving our legs, making circles with our ankles and our wrists in both directions. And just giving your legs a little wrap in circulation. Just to start, we're going to do the cat-cow, just to warm up our spine a little bit. So if we come into tabletop, what I want you to think about is keeping your palms of your hands as flat as possible, feeling all fingers on the ground. And on an inhale, inhaling your head, your buttocks. Exhaling your head and your back up. Inhale, head, buttocks up. Exhale your head down between your arms and take your tummy button up towards your spine, pushing as high as you can towards the ceiling. Inhale, head up, spine up. Exhaling down. Continue that rhythm that's good for you. So you can do it faster if you want to do it faster. But always connect the breath with the movement. Breathing in deep and long. And following the movement of your spine. And inhaling back to tabletop. We take your left hand underneath your face. And bring your right hand up towards the ceiling, opening your chest, looking up at your hand. And then exhale your hand down underneath your armpit. Trying to put your right shoulder on the floor if you can. Looking up towards the ceiling. And inhale, hand up. Open your chest as wide as you can. Exhaling your hand down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling your hand back to its original position. Taking your right hand opposite your face. Inhaling your left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhaling underneath your hand underneath your armpit and looking up towards the ceiling. Inhale, left arm up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Keeping the connection with the breath and the movement. Exhaling down. Inhaling your hand back to its original position. So we come back into tabletop, taking your hands forward, your forehead on the floor, keeping your knee and your hip vertical. Walking your hands as far forward as you can. Think about taking your tummy button towards the floor. And take long, deep breaths. Feel a lovely stretch. When you're ready, walk your hands back towards your feet to find the posture, child pose. The palms facing upwards, buttocks on your heels, and totally relaxing in the posture. You can feel your shoulders totally relaxing. And when you breathe, inflate your tummy as big as you can. You're relaxing the bottom part of your back and massaging your organs inside. Totally relaxed. And when you're ready, coming back up into tabletop. We'll push ourselves up into down dog. And you can walk your hands towards the middle part of your feet. Doing a nice forward bend and bringing your hands up. Taking them down, so we find the posture, the mountain pose. And just make sure you're at the front of your mats here to do the sun salutations. Find a good connection with the mountain pose, keeping your feet nice and flat on the ground. You can feel all four corners of your feet on the ground. Think about opening your hips and contract your buttocks together. Knees towards second and third toe. Pull up the mullerbund. Tummy button towards your spine. Relax your shoulders, shoulder blades together. Concentrate between your eyebrow centre. And pull yourself up as tall as you can towards the ceiling. Taking nice, long, deep breaths in and out. Feeling the connection within. When you're ready, take a long, deep breath in. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, hands up and back. Exhaling, folding at the hips. Inhale, your right foot back, looking up. Plank. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Down Dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, hands up. Exhaling, hands down. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling, hands together. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold at the hips. Inhale, left foot back. Plank. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Down Dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, hands up. Exhaling, release. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold at the hips. Inhale, right foot back, looking up. Plank. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Down Dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhaling, left foot forward. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, release. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold at the hips. Inhale, left foot back. Plank. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Down Dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, hands up. Exhaling, release. Keeping your eyes closed, concentrating within. Keeping a good mountain posture. Concentrate the third eye, keeping your breathing long and slow. Lying down in Shavasana. Keeping your head in alignment with your back. Palms facing upwards. Keeping your feet tumbling out towards the exterior. Taking 3 deep breaths in. Breathe. Inflate your tummy. Chest. Exhale, deflate your tummy. Chest. Inhaling, inflate tummy. Chest. Exhale, deflate tummy. Chest. Inhale, inflate tummy. Chest. Exhaling, deflate tummy. Chest. Inhaling, taking your head to the right side. Exhaling to center. Inhaling to the left side. Exhaling to center. Inhale, take your hands up over the top of your head and stretch, 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 stretch. A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, And exhaling, taking your hands back into their natural place. Enjoy the moment. Okay, so bascule to the dough, so rocking on your back. Massaging your column vertebrae. And then coming up into mountain posture again. You can start at the front of your mat, but I'll obviously turn around just so that I'm explaining. It's keeping your mountain pose and inhaling your right arm up and your left arm in front to the side and bending over to the left as you exhale. And inhale your arm up, exhaling down. And on the other side, inhale your left arm up, right arm forward, exhaling over to the right. Inhale, arm up, exhaling, relaxing your arms. Inhale, right arm up, left arm in front. Exhale over to the side. Inhale up, exhale, relax. Inhale, left arm up, right hand in front. Exhaling over to the right. Inhale, arm up, and exhaling down. On an inhale, take your hands out towards the side, bringing your hands up and your palms together. Exhaling, keeping your arms next to your ears into a forward bend. And as you're coming down, taking your hands in front of your feet, so your fingertips are touching the floor in front of your feet, front of your toes. Keeping your back nice and straight. Inhale your head up, looking up in front, keeping your shoulder blades together at the back. Exhaling your head down. Taking your hands to frame your feet. Inhale your right leg back. Taking your knee to the floor. Inhale your hands up so your palms are facing each other. Touching each other at the top. Just take a few breaths in this posture. Exhaling your hands down to the inside of your left foot. Lifting up your right knee and your right hand. Opening your chest as wide as you can, looking at your hand towards the ceiling. Breathe in the posture. Exhaling your right hand back down to the floor, framing your left foot with your hands, taking your knee down towards the floor. Inhale, both hands up, palms facing each other. Breathe in the posture. And on an exhale, take your hands down to frame your left foot. And inhale your right foot forward. So you're in a forward bend again, just taking a few seconds here. Thinking about taking your tummy button towards your spine. And always remember, keep your legs slightly bent. Try and take your head as far as you can towards your knees. And using your leg muscles, inhale your hands up. Taking your palms together, exhale your hands in front of your heart center. Inhale, hands up, palms touching. Exhale, fold at the hips, so you're moving down slowly, keeping your tummy button tucked in, taking your fingertips in front of your toes. Inhale your head up, looking up, keeping your shoulder blades together, shoulders pulled up, tummy button in. Exhaling back down, taking your hands to frame your foot. Inhale your left foot back. Knee touching the ground. Inhale, hands up, palms facing each other. Take a few breaths to breathe in and out. Exhaling your hands down to the inside of your right foot. Inhaling your left arm up and lifting your left knee up. Looking up towards your hand at the ceiling. Breathing in nice and deep, long and deep. Exhaling, taking your hand and your knee back down. Framing your right foot with your hands. Inhaling both hands up. Palms touching each other. Breathing in the posture. Keep your hips pushing down and facing forward, not to the side. And then exhale, take your hands back down to frame your right foot. And inhale your left foot forward, so you're in a forward bend. Breathe in long and deep. Think about taking your bottom as high as you can towards the ceiling, keeping your head towards your knees. Keep your legs slightly bent. And on an inhale, inhale your hands up. Taking your palms together at the top. And exhaling your hands back down to your heart center. Finding your mountain pose and just taking a few long deep breaths in, keeping the connection within. When you're ready, taking your hands up so your palms are facing each other but separated. And coming down into chair pose, is just taking your bottom back and down. Remembering not to take your knees over your toes in this posture, trying to keep your arms next to your ears. And exhaling, taking your hands down to frame your feet. Inhaling your right leg back. Keeping the knee up off the floor. Turning your right foot 45 degrees. So we come up into warrior one. So you're keeping your foot this time not at 60 degrees, 45 degrees. And remember, if you want to, if your balance isn't too good, you can take your foot a little bit wider. But if you're able, keep your foot in line with the other foot. Taking your knee so that it's vertical with your ankle. The aim here is to try and get your thigh parallel with the floor if you can. The thigh that's bent, that is. But that will depend on the person. So just in this posture, you should feel your legs working. Keep the feet very well grounded into the ground so that you can feel all four corners of the left foot into the ground, and try and push into the outside of the foot of the right leg. Taking your hips moving as far forward as you can. Inhale, both hands up. Next to your ears, palms touching each other. Breathing in long and deep. Keeping all your contractions, take your tummy button towards your spine, Mulabandha pulled up, head towards the floor. Exhaling, taking your hands behind you. Open your chest as wide as you can. So you're puffing it up, you're bringing your shoulder blades together at the back. We're going to do the humble warrior. So taking your head down towards the floor, lifting your hands up towards the ceiling. Breathing in the posture. On an inhale, take your hands down, bringing your hands up towards their original position, palms facing each other. Exhaling, taking your hands to frame your left foot, taking your left foot back, so we're in plank. Depending on the person, you can either do Ashtanga here, or you can come down, take your feet flat, and go straight into Cobra. Relax your buttocks, breathe in the posture. And exhaling, turning your toes under, taking your bottom towards your heel to find down dog. Inhaling your left foot forward. Coming up to find warrior two. This time keeping your foot at 60 degrees, left foot, or 90 degrees is it? Not 60, sorry. 90 degrees. Keeping your arms pulling towards the walls in front. Keeping your knee that's bent towards your second and third toe. And on an inhale, bring up your left hand and right hand down onto your thigh. Looking up at your hand. On an exhale, take your elbow either towards your knee, but don't put weight on your knee. Right hand up. Looking up, breathe in the posture. If this is easy, you can take your hand to the inside of your foot or to the outside of your foot. Breathe in the posture. On an inhale, bringing both hands up parallel to the floor. Looking forward, keeping your hips as far forward as possible, but keeping your knee towards the second and third toe. Inhale, left arm up, right hand down. And on an exhale, take both hands to frame your left foot, turning your right foot forward, taking your left foot back into plank, coming back down, either Ashtanga or coming down on your elbows, coming up into Cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Pushing your bottom as far as you can towards the wall in front. And this time what I want you to do, you can either walk your feet towards your hands, or you can bend your knees down, keep on the balls of your feet, and jump in between your hands. You might want to do it in 2 jumps. Keeping folded forward. Using your legs to bring you up. Inhale your hands up. Hands together at the top, palms together. And exhaling your palms in front of your heart center. Taking a few long, deep breaths in, keeping the connection within. Keep your breathing long and slow. This time, inhaling your hands up, palms facing each other but separated. Exhaling your bottom down for chair pose. Remembering your knees are not to be over your toes. Exhaling, taking your hands down to the sides of your feet. Doing your nice forward bend. Inhaling your left foot back. Keeping your left foot at 45 degrees, knee up off the floor. Coming into warrior 1. Keeping your knee bent, so it's vertical with your ankle. Feel that you've got all 4 corners of your feet on the ground. And try and push into the outside of your foot at the back. You can just feel that difference in your thighs, your legs. Keeping your hips facing forwards. Inhale, hands up, palms touching. Breathing in the posture. Exhaling, taking your hands behind you. Inhale, puff out your chest. Take your shoulder blades together. Exhaling, taking your hands up towards the ceiling. Your head down towards the ground. Taking long, deep breaths in. Pushing into that back outside of your foot. And on an inhale, taking your hands down and back up to their original position. Breathe in the posture. Exhaling your hands down to the outside of your feet. Taking your right, inhaling your right leg back for plank. Think about what you want to do here. It's either Ashtanga or you bend your elbows back, take your feet flat and come straight into Cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Taking your right foot in between your hands. And coming up into warrior one. To keep your left leg at 90 degrees. Right foot, okay, forward, knee vertical with your ankle. Try and push into the outside of the foot, of your left leg. Try and keep your hips pushing down. Hips towards the front, but always the knee towards the second and third toe. Pull up your milliband, relax your shoulders. You're facing forward here. And inhale, both hands up. Relax your shoulders, take your shoulder blades together. Pull up your head as far as you can. And inhale your right hand up, left hand down towards your thigh. Looking up towards your hand. Breathe in the posture. Exhaling, taking your right hand onto your right knee, right elbow onto your right knee, left hand up towards the sky. Breathe in the posture. If it's easy, take your hand down towards the floor, either the inside or outside of your foot, looking up towards your hand. Breathing, long deep breaths in. Inhale, both hands up, parallel with the floor. Exhaling deeply. Inhale, your right hand up. Taking your left hand down towards your thigh, looking up at your hand, breathing in the posture. Remember your knee and your hips push into the outside of the foot, the left foot. On an inhale, take both hands parallel with the ground. Exhaling, taking your hands towards your right foot. Turning your left foot forward. On an inhale, take your right foot back for plank. Exhale, it's either Ashtanga or you bend your elbows, turn your feet flat, coming down and up into Cobra. Exhaling, turning your toes under, pushing back your bottom of the heels and up for down dog. Breathe in the posture. Move your heels a little bit up and down, keeping your head in between your arms. Keep your bottom pushed towards the wall behind you and up. Shoulder blades aligned with each other. You think about taking your shoulders away from the ears. And then you can either walk your feet forward or bend your knees and push on the balls of your feet to jump in between your hands. Keeping the forward bend, keeping your bottom up as high as you can towards the ceiling, taking your long deep breaths in, feeling the lovely work that you're doing with your body, keeping the connection within, keeping your knees bent, tummy buttons tucked in. And on an inhale, taking your hands up, palms facing each other, keeping them separated. Exhaling, taking your bottom down for chair pose. Breathe in the posture for a moment. What I want you to do is exhale, take your hands down to your sides. Keeping your hands next to your body. Think about being really grounded in your feet here. And then on an inhale, lift your right leg up and straighten up. Exhaling, taking your foot back and your body parallel with the floor. Pulling your foot towards the wall in behind, head towards the wall in front. Align your shoulder blades. And inhaling, bringing your knee back up. Exhaling, your foot back down to the floor. Inhale, both hands up, palms facing but not touching. Exhale, chair. Inhale, take your hands to your sides. Exhaling completely. And on an inhale, bring your left knee up, straightening your body. Exhaling, taking your foot back, keeping your body parallel with the ground. If you can, make a flexion with your foot at the back. Breathing. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, release. Finding your mountain posture, keeping the concentration within. Keeping your feet grounded on the floor, keeping your shoulders relaxed, shoulder blades together at the back. Opening your chest as wide as you can. Contract your buttocks, open your hips, knees towards the second and third toe. Just bringing your thighs very, very slightly inwards. Keeping the concentration on the third eye. Feeling the practice that you've just done. Feeling the energy, the new energy in your body. And inhaling your arms up, parallel with the floor, palms facing downwards. Exhale. Inhale up onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, fold at the knees, keeping up on the balls of your feet. You're sitting on your heels. Breathe in deep. Exhale, knees to the floor. Inhale, knees up. Take an exhale. Using your stomach, your legs, and your breath. Inhale upwards, keeping up on the balls of your feet. Exhaling back down. Sitting on your heels, taking your hands to the sides of your feet and coming down onto your bottom. Rolling, keeping your heels next to your bottom, rolling onto your back for bridge pose. So keeping your hands flat on the ground. Think about taking your shoulder blades together at the back here, opening your chest as wide as you can, shoulders on the floor. So first of all, keep your pelvis so that it's rolled forwards and backwards, so you can feel the very bottom part of your spine. And then on an inhale, slowly, 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 turning your pelvis coming up so you can feel each vertebrae as you're moving your pelvis, touching the mat on the floor. And slowly inhaling your hips up as far as you can until you can feel the vertebrae in between your shoulders. Exhaling, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, coming down. Make sure that you can feel the vertebrae in the bottom part of your back. Push with your tummy button into the ground and rolling your pelvis back. Inhaling up, rolling your pelvis up, feeling each vertebrae as you're moving up. Push your hips as high as you can and interlace your fingers, keeping your hands on the ground, interlacing the fingers behind you, keeping your shoulder blades pushed together as far as you can so your hips are just a little bit further up. And you can also come up on the balls of your feet, so you're pushing your hips as far as you can. Feeling a lovely stretch, concentrating between your eyebrow centre. Taking the heels back down to the ground. Inhale your right leg up. Push your hips up as far as you can. Exhale your right leg down. Inhale your left leg up. Push the hips up. Exhale down. Keeping your feet hip widths apart. Nice, evenly on the floor. Separate your hands. Your palms are flat on the ground again. And slowly come down vertebrae by vertebrae. On your back, and make sure that you push your tummy button to feel the bottom part of your back in the ground. And taking your knees, your chest, and massaging the back, bottom part of your back, making circles with your knees. And we'll take a long deep breaths in here, and then go in the other direction. So coming into Shavasana, laying down on the floor, keeping your legs out straight. If you feel that you need to do child pose or anything for your back, then please do that first. Always think about your back and your body. If you need to relax in child's pose, that's fine. Just taking your palms upwards, connecting within, keeping the concentration towards the third eye, taking long, slow, deep breaths in and out. Just to remind you, the breathing technique. So it's when I ask you to take a double breath in, it's to breathe in 2 sections. Tensile your body as tight as you can, and then on an exhale through the mouth, like a cannon breath, relax the whole body. So that's the first set of breathing. I'll just repeat it again. Tense everything up in your body. Inhale and through the nose, 2 sections evenly. Exhale like a cannon through the mouth and totally relax the body. The second breathing, it's to inhale on a count of 1, 2, 3, 4 in segments. Count for 4, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale in segments. And then straight into an inhale again, 1, 2, 3, 4 in segments, hold for 4, exhale for 4. You can find a rhythm that suits you, but just make sure that you keep it even. Okay, so first of all, totally relax the body into the ground. Feel each part of the body touching the floor. Breathing, following your breath. Okay, so I want you to start with a double inhale. Tensen your body as tight as you can. And then exhale, double exhale. Totally releasing every muscle in your body into the ground. Double inhale, tighten all your muscles as tight as you can, your face, everything. Exhale, totally relaxing the whole of your body into the ground. Continue like that at a rhythm that's good for you. Feeling the release of energy on each exhale. Continue now to breathe normally. Just gently breathe in and out and observe the natural breath. The measured breathing. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue with a rhythm that's good for you, keeping each breath equal. Keeping all your awareness within. Now return to your natural breath. Notice how full and nourishing it becomes. Release all control and simply witness the breath moving through you. Notice the breath in the nose. Feel the air as it moves through the nostrils. Relax the insides of your nostrils, creating more space for the air, your prana, your life force. Relax your sinuses, your eyes. In this freedom, experience the air as it moves further and further up your nose. Perhaps now the air is reaching up towards the forehead. Feel it stimulating the point between your eyebrows and your third eye. The seat of your higher consciousness. Allow the breath to swirl and inspire that point as you draw all your awareness there. Stay focused at the point between the brows. Relax the face. Relax all your facial muscles. Allow the eyes to sink deeper into their sockets. Feel the scalp relaxing, your ears. Stay focused at the point between your eyebrows, as if you can see out of that space. Start to imagine that you're breathing through the space between your eyebrow center. Feel the breath coming in and moving out. This small nebulous light begins to form at the point between your eyebrows. It's a golden light. Watch it as it grows brighter and stronger. Maybe it begins to reach upward and outward from the third eye. Keep all your focus on your third eye. Allow the light to lift you up. Totally absorb in its ever new joy. As the light, you feel weightless, timeless, and joyful. Totally free and expansive. Shine your light on the world, on everyone and everything. Realizing the light is you. Realizing the unity of the light. The unity of the whole universe. All is one in the same light. Your light. Keep the awareness extending upward and outward from the point of the eyebrow center. Slowly bringing the light back within you. Feel the light inside of you. Starting to move your fingers and toes, making circles with your hands in both directions and your feet. And inhale, take your head to the right side. Exhale to center. Inhale to the left side. Exhale to center. On an inhale, take your arms up over the top of your head, stretching towards the wall behind you. A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. And exhaling, taking your arms out like the wings of an aeroplane. Taking your heels to your buttocks. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, take your knees to the right side, trying to touch the floor with your knees and lifting your left hip up and taking your head to the left. Keeping your left shoulder on the floor if possible. Taking a few breaths in this so you can feel the lovely twist in your spine. Long, deep breathing. Inhaling your knees up. Exhaling to the left. Looking to the right. Lifting up your right hip. Breathing in, keeping your shoulders on the floor, concentrating between your eyebrow center. Taking the deep breaths in and out. Inhaling your knees up. Taking the palms of your hands together and rubbing the palms of your hands as fast as you can. Taking them onto your eyes. Feeling the energy from your palms onto your eyes. Exhaling, release. Turning over onto your right side. Just staying on your right side for a few seconds, feeling your body melting into the floor. When you're ready, using your left hand to push you up, keeping your eyes closed if you can, coming back up into easy pose. Taking your hands into Chin Mudra. Keeping the connection within, concentrating between your eyebrow center, keeping your column vertebrae straight as possible, your chin locked, growing yourself up as tall as you can, pulling up the melon, taking some long deep breaths in and out. Remember, this is the time for you. Appreciating our bodies, taking care of ourselves and keeping the connection within with our heart center. The 3 arms, breathe in deeply. Few moments, feel the energy circling in your body, the vibrations. Namaste.